So if you do these things and if you take what I'm saying to heart, I promise you, your child's hair is not only going to grow, but it is going to flourish. Hey guys, welcome to my video. My name is Cammy. I do natural hair, beauty, and lifestyle videos. Welcome or welcome back. But let's go right to the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you an extensive walkthrough of every single thing I do and everything that I've done to grow my 6-year-old daughter's natural hair. Number one thing I can say that will really help your child's natural hair to grow and to flourish, and one thing that I definitely learned early on when it came to my daughter's natural hair, is to get a routine. I know that it may seem like extremely general for me just to say your child needs a natural hair routine, but they really do. A routine really helps to promote the length retention and overall growth of natural hair. When you have a set of things that you do all the time in a certain order during certain days or during a certain period of time, that consistency is what really helps to grow and develop your child's natural hair. So let me break down all the things that compose and comprise my 6-year-old daughter's natural hair routine. So number one that I have on my list is simplicity of styles. The name of the game when it comes to natural hair growth for me, where I've seen the most success for myself and my daughter when it comes to growing our hair, is keeping it simple. And when I say keeping it simple, I mean not having hand in hair syndrome, not feeling the need to comb the hair every day, to brush the hair every day, to style the hair every day, to wash the hair every other day, not to have tight barrettes and braids and all of that stuff in the hair every other day. My daughter wears her hair in one of two styles all the time. Either she wears her hair in braids or she will wear her hair in twists, and that is it. Those styles I love to do because they're quick, simple, effective, they last long, and more importantly, they do not put tension on my daughter's hair. So for me, when it came to the natural hair approach for my daughter, I wanted tension-free styles, and the best way to do that was just to use her own hair and to braid it and to twist it. These simple styles promote hair growth, they promote length retention, and also it's a great way for you not to end up over manipulating your child's natural hair. So next I'm going to talk about these styling tools that I love to use in my daughter's natural hair. Now, my number one tool when it comes to detangling natural hair or even doing my daughter's natural hair is the wide tooth comb. I am like the wide tooth comb lover. No shade again to like the brushes that came out and the brushes that people love to use. It's just not my thing. So here is the wide tooth comb that I use. You can find wide tooth combs pretty much any and everywhere, right? I got this wide tooth comb from Target. You can pick yours up from Sally's Beauty. You can pick one up from the dollar store. So the next styling tool that I like to use for my daughter's natural hair is the wet detangling brush. Now, I know I said previously I don't like using brushes to detangle her hair, and that is true. I do not use brushes as a primary detangler. That means after washing and conditioning her hair, the brush is not the first thing that I grab in order to get any knots or tangles out of her hair. It's the wide tooth comb first. But as a secondary type of detangling tool and a styling tool, just to smooth my daughter's hair before I put any twist in or before I put any braids in, I like to use the wet brush. So this is the wet brush that I use here. As you can see, shout out to Princess Tiana, one of our favorite Disney princesses, and this is how the front of the wet brush looks. So another styling tool I love to use for my daughter's natural hair routine is a soft bristle boar brush, right? And the reason I emphasize soft is because it's not going to put a lot of tension on her hair. We want to keep it tension free so that way we are protecting the baby's edges as well as making sure that we are not snapping, breaking, and pulling their hair out. This is the soft bristle boar brush that I got, and it is super soft. Like when you feel it, you can feel how soft and gentle it is, and I purchased this from Target. So another tool that I think is very important when it comes to my daughter's natural hair routine is a spray bottle. When I style my daughter's natural hair, when it is wet, it is so important that you have a water bottle so that way you can constantly add water as you are detangling and as you are going through the process of braiding and twisting, and you just want the hair to look like supple and juicy. Water is going to be the key. So this is the spray bottle that I use. and this is the long spray bottle. So next I'm going to talk about the styling products that I use in my daughter's natural hair. So the number one thing that I look for when it comes to any styling products for my daughter's natural hair is water being the very first ingredient. I focus on using water-based products in my daughter's natural hair, and here is the reason why. If you want to retain length in your child's natural hair, you have to use products that contain water. So this is the Aunt Jackie's Not On My Watch Instant Detangler Conditioner, and I love using this in my daughter's natural hair because it helps to get any type of tangles out. I like to use this as a pre-poo in my daughter's natural hair. If you are unfamiliar with what pre-pooing is, it's basically just pre-detangling the hair and pre-moisturizing the natural hair. So this is really good. I always pre-poo or pre-detangle my daughter's natural hair before I wash it. This has helped to cut down so many tears and so much breakage and so much heartache when it comes to wash day. The next thing I like to use to detangle my daughter's natural hair is this Herbal Essence Hello Hydration Conditioner. You can get this, as super affordable, and it comes in this nice big bottle, so you can go ham, right? You can go ham and use as much as you like in your child's hair. All right, so the next product I love to use in her hair is the Aunt Jackie's Quench Intense Leave-In Conditioner. This is also super affordable, y'all, because I told you we are bringing affordability to the forefront. I got this from Target, and I believe this was about $5.99 or $6.99. This leave-in conditioner is honestly the bomb. It is a hidden gem. It is a hidden secret. This is so good, not only in her hair, but in my natural hair as well. So next is a higher end leave-in. This would be the Camille Rose Coconut Water Leave-In. I love using this because number one, it smells so good, so amazing. It is super lightweight, goes into the hair like a dream, but it also has a lot of slip. So this right here is the Main Choice 3-in-1 conditioner. You could use this as a co-wash, you could use this as a leave-in, or you can use this as a rinse out. I've used it as all three, and it is pretty darn good. Now moving on to styling creams. This is the Camille Rose Coconut Water Style Setter. I love this, and if you don't know, this is a bomb styler. It smells super good. This also has a lot of slip, and it is super hydrating and super moisturizing to my daughter's natural hair. And you know that moisture will lead to length retention, and it'll help to prevent breakage. Now we're gonna get down to shampoos. This is the Wakati sulfate-free shampoo. This is something that we have recently been loving, and I purchased this from Target. Here's another thing we're going to get to. So deep conditioning. I know y'all have seen some natural hair videos where they tell you that you have to deep condition your hair once a week and you have to use a specific type of deep conditioner. We're not like that over here in these Cammy streets, okay? We're not like that. So what I like to do with my daughter's natural hair is I like to deep condition her hair once a month. Just once a month. Once a month or as needed, depending on the season as well. All right, so let's get into proper detangling. This is going to be one of the utmost important points that I can say to you when it comes to your child's natural hair growth and length retention. You have to learn how to detangle your child's hair in a way where you are not ripping it, pulling it, tugging it, and causing it to break off. Saturate the hair with the conditioner. Part the hair, and then with your wide tooth comb, going from the bottom of the hair to the roots, slowly work your way up as you detangle the natural hair. That way you should be able to detangle it really well and avoid as much breakage as possible. Another tip is to be as gentle as possible when it comes to detangling. If there is like a knot or just a piece in there that's not budging, instead of just like becoming harder with your tactic and method, add more conditioner, let that spot sit for a few minutes, go to other parts of the hair, and then come back and revisit that. So next I wanted to talk about genetics, because that is one major thing I see spoken about so many times when it comes to natural hair. And I want you to get it out of your mind right now that you need to be mixed in order to have long hair, because that is not true. There are plenty of YouTubers that you can look up that have 4B hair, 4C hair, 4A hair, and they have waist length natural hair. Okay, so you do not need to be mixed to grow natural hair. All right, so when it comes to genetics, what will genetics do? Now, let's not lie, and I will not lie to you. There are some people who are genetically predisposed to having faster growing hair. So we will talk about the average, right? So let's talk about the average amount of inches your hair is supposed to grow a year. So science says that on average, we grow about 6 inches of hair every year. But we know that this is just an average, right? So there are going to be outliers. So that means we are going to have people who are going to be above average, and we're going to have people who are going to be below average when it comes to the hair growth game of genetics. I don't want that to deter you. I don't want that to make you feel down if you are not blessed with the genetics of fast hair growth, right? Because here's one thing I want to put into your mind, and I really want you to think about this as I talk about this, right? If you can grow your hair 12 inches a year, what good is that if 12 inches breaks off every year as well? If your hair is breaking off as fast as you can grow it, what is the point of having fast growing hair genetics? It's not really going to do you that good, right? Because you have to learn how to maintain the hair in order to get that length retention. Remember that genetics can only get us so far. If we do not understand length retention and those basic things, then that's how you end up with people who say, I've never been able to grow my hair past my shoulders, because that is like their stopping point, because their hair is breaking just as fast as it grows, and then they come to a point where they are at a standstill. You have to work with what you got. Like, you can't sit there constantly complaining and feeling down because your hair is not one of those mega growers or super fast growers, okay? Because there are a small amount of people that have that. But what you can do is focus on doing the best that you can with your child's natural hair, so that you make your child feel amazing, and that you are doing everything as a parent that you can to make their hair thrive and find what works for you. So I really hope that you enjoyed these tips. Please comment below and let me know if you found any of them helpful. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking on that notification bell, so that way you know whenever I post more videos. But thank you so much for joining me. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!